How would he know he inside a whale? Inquiring minds would like to know, how in the hell would you know that you inside a whale? See, even my puppy said, yeah, what's up? How do you know you inside a whale?
Pascal.
There is a video. There's a story that's circulating that has been circulating since, well, shoot, for like the past 2 days. There was a man. There is a modern day Jonah and the whale. I'm not kidding you. There is a man who was swallowed by a humpback whale and was spat out by that humpback whale and still lives to tell the story. We got a little news clip right here. We got to take a look at this, man. This is, to me, sounds a little fishy to me. Let's take a look. Yes, I did it.
Home against the odds.
Okay. Dad.
After surviving an ordeal straight out of the storybooks. Fisherman Michael Packard was diving for lobster 45 feet down in Cape Cod.
That's a big-ass
when his
lobster.
day took an unexpected turn.
I was just about at the bottom, and I just felt this truck hit me, and everything just went dark, and I could just feel just hard stuff all around me, like. And I just thought, did I just get eaten by a white shark? And then I said, no, I don't feel any teeth. And I said, oh my God, I'm in the mouth of a whale.
Okay, real quick, before we continue on this, okay? First off, I totally agree. I love me some lobster, okay? Love me some lobster, all right? But, oh man, that makes me hungry right now. But anyway, one thing I have to say is this, okay? This part right here. How would he know he inside a whale? Inquiring minds would like to know, how in the hell would you know that you inside a whale? See, even my puppy said, yeah, what's up? How do you know you inside a whale? You automatically just go, okay, process of elimination, since there's no teeth, oh my God, I'm inside a whale. How do you know you inside a whale? David, can you answer that for me, bruh? How do you know you inside a whale? You're muted, I think, bruh, so I can't hear you.
I guess if you're still in one piece, it can't be too many other things.
Yeah, I mean, true, but process of elimination, you instantly think you inside a whale. I'm just sorry. I'm thinking I'm getting abducted by aliens. I'm thinking all these different things. I'm not automatically thinking, oh my word, oh my Jesus, oh my Jonah and the whale, I'm inside a damn whale. And then there's more. He gets spat out.
In fact, it was a humpback whale. And for 40 seconds, Michael was stuck in its mouth.
He's swimming, and I could just be in his mouth, and he's swimming, and I'm like, this is how you're going to go, Michael. This is how you're going to die.
Losing hope, he thought about his boys and
That's
the rest
heavy.
of his family.
All of a sudden, I saw light, and I just could feel his head shaking, and I just got thrown out of his mouth into the water. There was just white water everywhere.
As his friend pulled him into the boat, he was in serious pain and thought the whale had broken his legs. In fact, he'd dislocated his knee and had other soft tissue injuries, but was otherwise unscathed. For son Jacob, a text from his mother was an unexpected interruption to lessons.
Your dad was diving and a whale just, I don't know, attacked him, ate him.
Luckily, the whale decided it didn't want Michael for breakfast after all, and he's already thinking about when he can dive back into work. Emma Birchley, Sky News.
I love the, he can dive back into work. It's quite fishy of a story. Okay, here it is. There's a lot of people that are sitting here because, this is an unbelievable story. I mean, this is crazy. This is a crazy story.
Pinocchio here.
I mean, literally, I'm sitting there going, I could see his nose just growing as he's telling this story. But I'm not the only one, okay? I am not the only one that sits here and goes, meh, maybe he be lying, okay? We got a little article from Baller Alert, and we got to read this really quick. Okay, some experts say the Cape Cod lobster man story is being swallowed whole by humpback whale sounds extremely fishy. According to the New York Post, at least one doctor at Cape Cod Hospital that treated the lobster man expressed skepticism to the news outlet about the whale. He reportedly ascended from a 45-foot depth in 20 to 40 seconds and didn't have any evidence of barotrauma. Barotrauma? Sorry. The Cape Cod Hospital emergency room doc told the Post. The doctor explained that any person who experienced that kind of encounter should expect to have more serious injuries, such as hearing loss, because a sudden change in water pressure from that depth, noted the physician, the outlet noted, did not treat Michael Picard. Other fishermen and fellow seamen also seemed very skeptical. People who are in the fishing industry and people who know whales are finding this hard to believe, said a Bay State lobsterman who's fished in the area for more than 45 years. He said it's the first ever that this would happen. So they do have a point there. The doctor even, scientifically speaking, I'm sure he was the one, metaphorically, I guess, not metaphorically, but I'm sure he was the one just sitting there, metaphorically pushing up his thick rimmed glasses going, well, actually, he would get a there's no evidence of barotrauma because of how quickly he'd be ascending through different pressures in the water. He would have hearing damage. This is what they're saying scientifically. So is he really telling the truth? Now, the other question is, though, you got other people out here that were there. His fellow friend who was on the boat pulled him out from the water. Is he also backing his friend's story, or is he sitting there going, "No, man, bruh, you just pop back up. I don't know how you came up, but you popped back up." You know what I mean?
I mean, my thought is, if this is true, I'm not saying it is, but if this is true, maybe the pressure of the whale keeping its mouth closed, if it had already inhaled and hadn't exhaled yet, might maintain a stable pressure until it opens its mouth or its blowhole again, basically. So maybe that would prevent that from happening. And also in his defense, whales will. I've seen this. Killer whale tried. Well, I didn't see it. My friend did it, and he told me about it. He was, I think he was kayaking, and there was a bunch of seals nearby, and a killer whale almost knocked his kayak over trying to get the seal. And this happens before, where whales will jump on land and get really close to people because the seals will like to hide on boats to get away, but whales don't really care. They still want to eat it, so they will. And so there are incidences where whales will go near people and try to swallow, but we're talking about a huge whale here, which they don't do that. They don't do that. Smaller whales will do these sorts of activities. I do think he's kind of being Pinocchio here. I don't think it's necessary.
Or he did actually experience barotrauma. If you really think about it, maybe there was a little bit of brain damage. Maybe there's hallucination. Maybe something malfunctioned in his diving gear that caused him to go up quicker, and therefore, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden he's having this, maybe there's some brain trauma. I don't know. Given the fact that there's the pressure, water pressure and everything. That could be it too. So he could literally be thinking about Jonah and the whale when he had nothing to do with that, or he had no experience of dealing with a humpback whale. But like I said, there were other people in the room. There are other people at the dive site that pulled him out of the water. They're saying that they saw him come out, and then they saw the top of the whale's tail as it went back into the water. He just kind of flew out from the water and splashed in. You know what I mean? Splashed back into the water, and then the tail went up and went down, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, I find it very interesting, that this story is a real story. And here it is. Or allegedly is a true story. But I have seen other moments where divers, free divers, I guess that's what it's called, where they're snorkeling, have had encounters with killer whales or other types of whales where they'll like play with them and then they'll shove them back up to the surface of the water. I've seen that actually happen too. You know what I mean? But I think that's very interesting that happened. But like I said, it's wild to me that he was inside the mouth of a whale and that whale said, meh, and then spat him back out. It's just interesting. Is he capping or no? That's the question.
The thing is, why would the whale spit him out? I don't know about that one. Because
probably tasted bad.
I mean,
he is covered in rubber. He is covered in.
Even have? Let me see.
He's covered in rubber. Do they have taste buds? That's a good question. I don't know. You know what I mean? Inquiring minds would like to know. But at the same time, he is covered in rubber. He was head to toe in rubber. That's from one of those photos that they showed, or one of the stills they showed. He was covered in the rubber, so that probably made him taste disgusting.
Science Mag says whales can only taste salt. So, but I mean, if he got that texture though, they wouldn't want to eat plastic or rubber, I'm sure, because it is like petroleum stuff.
They might think he's a gigantic sized old version of a Ken doll. You never know. I'm just saying. They're like, no. They just think it's no thanks. That nasty. What's in my mouth? You know what I mean? Like he could be doing that. That's disgusting. Possibly. Like I said, is he capping or no? Comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. Is he lying? But he still lives to tell the tale. And then he has friends that are sitting there saying, there are some friends, he has some people that were there at the site from when he got eaten. So I don't know. It just seems weird, The Doric, I guess, said these types of whales are plankton eaters. They're not capable of digesting larger prey. That's sure. That's a possibility too. He could have consumed and then just said, you know what I mean? I can't swallow this. So out you go. You know what I mean? But it seems as if the way they said it sounded like he came all the way back up to the surface and they shot him out. Like they just spat him out and then he went back into the water. Like some comedy,
Yeah. Looks like the largest thing humpbacks will eat is a squid, which is much smaller than like surface squids, not like the huge ones deep undersea.
Right.
So they do only eat pretty small things across the board.
Yeah. So then you got a big ass piece of something all up in your mouth, okay? And you're used to only eating small things. Why would you? No, you're gonna see like that. Like I said, he capping. I think he's capping. I think he lying like a mug. I think he's or he's having some brain damage. He's experiencing. He maybe experienced some hallucination of some sort, and this is what happened. You know what I'm saying? But for him to be the modern day Jonah and the whale just seems a little far-fetched to me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Just saying. All right.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I don't believe it. I mean, the one thing that's still catching me is why would he eat him in the first place? I guess.
Right. That's exactly. It's like, why would you? Why in the hell would you want to swallow this big piece of rubber? Because he's literally he's just head to toe in rubber, right? So why would he want to go and try to consume something like that? Maybe he thought it was a seal. Maybe he thought, I don't know. It just, like I said, Wintermute said he wants them bags to tell this story. Maybe he does want the bags. Maybe he is trying to secure them bags like that. Maybe. But like I said, it just doesn't seem like, unless he was there with a bunch of other school of fish or something like that. It just seems a little, it's like I said, I think he's capping, but we'll see. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? But that's a crazy story that just happened over this weekend. And if it really is real, he's still alive to tell the tale. You know what I'm saying? He's still alive to tell the tale. Hey guys, thank you guys so much for checking out this clip from my big show over on our main channel, The Pascal Show. Please go check it out. I do that show Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I do a 7 p.m. Central Standard Time show Tuesdays through Thursdays. So please, if you enjoyed this video and enjoyed this clip and enjoyed the energy, please go and check it out live over on the Pascal Show main channel. Go check it out. Hit that subscribe button.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.